Hello everyone and welcome. Tonight I've got some really cool images that I think you're really going to find interesting. It's amazing footage. We're looking at this YouTube video and it's French and I have to translate the title of it. The title is FR Christelle, The Potential of the Crystal Human, Regressive Hypnosis, Calogero Grifasi. This is a description of that video. Here is an interesting session that Cristal and the Humain Cristal, in addition to a hyper-emotionality and some physical problems mentioned at the beginning of the session. Cristal wants to know why she feels coming from elsewhere, why she simply does not fit with this human in which she must live. We discover her under the yoke of a entity reptilian who locked her in a capsule aboard a vessel. Thanks to its energy alone, the ship manages to gain not only speed but also power. A real tussle will be played with this crew who do not want to have its precious engine taken away. So this is really interesting. So here's the group, and what it really is a reptilian crystal human counseling session. This is Christelle, and she's being counseled by him, and I think also these other two. I believe that they're all reptilians or non-human. I know he's a reptilian and so is she, but she's calling herself a crystal human, which I don't understand that yet, but I am going to look into it. But she cries and cries and cries through this, and it really touches your heart. And I just feel that there are some reptilians that do not want to be evil. So let's take a look at this. I'm just going to play some of this.
Fini ce soir pour ta session. Alors, j'ai besoin de votre aide pour me libérer. Necesito su ayuda para liberarme. Alors, les points. Hyper émotive. J'ai travaillé ces points-là en thérapie.
So we heard some of the volume, and now I just going to play this part so you can see this guy's hands.
Con una vida sentimental bastante dicha vacía, y siempre dice que lleva dentro de ella un pensamiento, una creencia.
And this is a screenshot. And this is the part of his hand that really looks reptilian. Okay, now we're going to watch her. She's going to bring her hand up. And this woman here, she has those like lit up eyes, or they look real lit up inside. What's actually going on with these things, these beings, when this happens is their eyes are actually closed and they can see right through their eyelids. You can see their eyes through their eyelids. Let me show you a better example. I think here you can see it a little better. And also, too, the way you can tell is it's real dark under their eye. That's because there's two sets of eyelashes. Moving on. Here we have an excellent picture. Look at his arms. And just look at over here the ridges that you see. I have a blown up picture of this that we'll look at. I find it fascinating. Here it is blown up. You can see the scales, very deep green. A little bit. It looks just like the top of an alligator over here. You can see the hologram is completely busted up. I know the colors are a little rich on this, but I think it's okay. You can see his eyes here. He has vertical pupils and hologram malfunction. Next we have this one, which I think is really cool. I have a blow up of this. Here it is. I think that it's totally fascinating if you look at all of this here. Here's another screenshot. Take a look at that arm and all those ridges, the colors. This is Cristelle's arm. Go in on that. It's very fascinating. You can see the scales down here. You can see them. Okay. Another really interesting photo or screenshot. Take a look at that green finger. Next we have Cristelle's hand, which is very large and green. See that there? This is her hand. Amazing. And this is Cristelle's arm. You can see the ridges on the side of it. This is her arm right here. You can see these ridges. Here he's got hologram malfunction and he's got a light in his mouth. And here she is. She kind of looks crystally, especially on her arm here. Here's another very interesting pic. Take a look at that. Definitely looks reptilian to me. And then there's this one. This is a smaller picture of the blown up one of her arm. Zoom in on it. Okay. Now this one is really interesting. You can see her reptilian fingers next to her hologram. You can see them right here. Oops. See those dark green fingers. I did find a blow up of her fingers. Remember that God created these beings, and if we don't show any mercy, we probably won't get any mercy. So we need to just think about what's going on. So thank you for watching, and God bless you all.